Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is João. So today we are going to build a new app so that you can improve your Python skills. Okay, so the name of this app is to do app. Okay, so which is this guy, this one. So this is a simple to do app by using Python and Tkinter and SQLite. Okay, so the information that will be entered in this app will be saving it in a SQLite database. So how this app work? Okay, so this app is very easy. Okay, for example, here we have some tasks that we need to perform. For example, watching One Piece. I know that this is not a task, okay, but no problem. And clean the desk, and we can say something like that, or for example, and washing dishes. Okay, washing dish. So we enter the name of the task that we need to perform, then we just click in add button, boom, then the task will be added here. Okay, so for example, we can also strike, okay, for example, this app to make it something like that. Okay, even we can edit. You just click in this edit button, it will come here. For example, washing the floor, for example, not washing the floor, it's supposed to be mop the floor. How to write mop? As I said, I don't speak English, so English my second language. Okay, I speak Portuguese. Mop, I think is like that's the way. Okay, mop the floor. Okay, mop the floor. I don't know if it is correct or not, but no problem. Let's pretend that is correct. Okay, mop the floor. Mop the floor, and if I click add, boom, it will edit. Okay, so we can also, as I said, we can strike. It will be something like that. We can unstrike. I don't know if it is the correct way. Okay, and we can also delete the task that here we have it. For example, if I click in delete button, boom, it will be deleted. Okay, and if I close this and if I run again, boom, we can see the information is still here. Okay, so we'll be saving this information inside of a SQLite database. So this is the app that we are going to perform. Okay, so we'll be performing a CRUD operation, okay, which is create, read, and upload and delete. Okay, so we'll be performing these three operations in this app, which is a very good example so that you can practice. Okay, so if you need the code of this app, don't worry, I'll keep the link, okay, in the description of this video, where you can go and get the codes of this app. Okay, so if someone is a membership of this channel, if it follows me, so you can get it for free if you wish. Okay, so let's create the app. So the first step that we need to do is, okay, so I am here, I'm going to create a new file. I'm just come here, new file. I will save this guy, boom, and I will call it as a main. Okay, main.py. Perfect, boom. So the first thing that we need to do is to create the interface, okay, which is this guy. We need to create this small interface here. Okay, we need to create this window. So for that, we are going to use Python Tkinter library. Okay, so let's do something like that. First, we'll come here, okay, and we are gonna do something like this. Okay, import Tkinter as tk, save. Okay, this is the first step. So after that, let's import some things also from Tkinter. For example, from Tkinter, okay, from Tkinter import ttk, okay, which is required. Also, let's import some fonts so that we can give some extra font, and message box. Also, we need message box, message box. Okay, so we need message box for example, for things like that. Okay, for example, if we try to add any information here, any task, for example, boom, it will say, okay, please enter a valid task. So the task cannot be empty, so that we need a message box so that we can have this pop up here. Okay, remove that guy, boom. So after that guy, okay, we need also photo image, okay, so that we can show some icons. Okay, let's say photo image, photo image. Okay, this I is capital I. Okay, don't forget that, capital I, boom. So after that, okay, we gonna need also SQLite 3. I think it's better to import it now. Import SQLite 3. Perfect, save. If I run this, boom, nothing's gonna happen. Finish, that means successful. Okay, I didn't get any error. So the first thing that we are gonna do is to create a task test database. Okay, so let's do something like that. Okay, creating database, creating database. So this is a simple task database, so we will do something like that. Okay, let's keep one connection always open. Okay, SQLite 3. Okay, SQLite 3.connect dot connect. So from here we are going to create a new database. Okay, so if this database exists, it will connect. If it doesn't exist, it will create a new database, then it will connect automatically. Okay, so the name of this database, we are going to call it as a task. Okay, task.db. db is the extension, don't forget to put this db. Okay, task.db. Perfect. So after that, let's say something like that, cursor, okay, equal con, okay, con dot cursor, con dot cursor, open and close, boom. So after that, let's say something like that, cursor, okay, cursor dot execute, open and close. So here inside we are going to enter some SQL commands. Okay, so 1 2 3, boom. And inside now let's write some SQL commands. Okay, so the first command that we are going to create will be the create command, okay, which is this guy. So let's say something like that. Okay, create, okay, because we need to create a new database. Okay, create table, table, this is wrong, table, create table, okay, if not exists, if this database doesn't, if this table doesn't exist, okay, it will get a new table. If it exists, it will ignore. Okay, create a table if not exists, name of the table we call it as a task. Okay, then we are going to open and close. Okay, let's give some space like this, and let's say id will be the id of the task. Okay, will be integer, okay, and will be primary key this way, and it will be auto incremented. Okay, auto incremented, comma, come back, and then say task. Okay, this task will be a test. Okay, not the task not supposed to be null. Okay, not null. Perfecto. Save. So after this, okay, we need to commit this so that it can be executed. Okay, so then come down and let's say con dot commit, dot commit, this way, open and close, and save. Now let's run this to see if we have some mistakes or not. Okay, so in this database we need only two fields. Okay, which this guy, first is id, which is very important, the id of the task, and the name of the task. Okay, so let's commit this, save, and if I run this, boom, I got some error. It said need to auto increment, syntax error. So I got some kind of error here. Let me see, id integer primary key auto increment, not incremented. Okay, it's increment. I don't know why I did that. Increment, save. Okay, and run this, boom, finish. The error is corrected. Okay, perfect. So after this, after we create a database, okay, now let's create our window. Okay, so for that, let's say here, let's comment here, creating window. So this window will be something like that. Okay, so let's create a variable called window. Okay, so the window will be equal tk dot tk. Okay, so the t is capital and the k is small. Okay, so let's open and close, something like this, boom. And then let's say something like the window. Okay, let's define the title of the window. Okay, will be window.title. Window.title will be open and close, let's say to do app. Okay, to do let's use camel case. Okay, to do, no space, to do app. Okay, perfect, save. So after defining the title of the window, let's define also the background color of the window. See, here in this app, okay, I'm going to use some colors. So this color you don't need to worry, I'll keep it in the description of this video. Okay, so you just go there, grab it, and paste here, make use of them. Okay, so now let's define the background color of the window. So for that we are going to do something like that. Okay, window dot configure. Okay, configure. I'm going to open and close. So for background color we just have to say bj will be equal, then let's paste some color here. So I'm going to use this color. Okay, cardinal f0. Okay, something like that, save. And after this, okay, I'm going to define also the dimension of my window. Okay, that will be window dot, okay, this windows for sure is wrong. Okay, yes, window dot geometry. Window dot geometry will be equal, open and close, and here we are going to say 500, okay, x 600, okay, 500 for the width and 600 for the height, okay. Then after that, let's run this, okay. So let's say window dot main loop, okay, open and close, something like that. Now let's save and run, boom. Now we have our main window, okay, which is this guy. So after this, okay, let's start creating some stuff here inside, okay. So the first thing that we are going to do will be something like this, okay. See, let's define first the title of the window, okay. So that is going to be something like that. Here in between, let me give some space, okay. So here I'm going to say something like that, okay. I will say UI, okay, UI elements. So this, I'm going to define the UI elements. So for header, okay, header font, okay, let's define some font for the header, okay. Header font is gonna be font, okay, the font that we import dot font, okay, font will be open. So we are going to use family, okay. Family will be equal, I'm going to do this, okay, just write this, okay, Garamond this way, comma. Then I'm going to have also size will be 24, okay, comma. Never forget comma. And the weight of this font will be, okay, weight of the font will be bold, okay, we want it bold, safe. So now let's create a label that's gonna show the title, okay. So now let's say something like this, okay, header, okay, header label will be equal tk.label, open and close. Then we are gonna have window, comma, and test. No, so test is supposed to be small, not capital. Test will be equal and to do, okay, do and space up, okay, to do space up, okay. So now let's use our font, okay, font. This font is gonna be equal the font that we define here on the top, okay. So this font will just be font equal font header, okay, font header font, not so not font header, okay, will be equal header font, comma. And for the BJ background color of this label, let's use the same color, okay, which is this guy, this color. I'm just gonna copy this and I will paste it here, okay, boom, and paste, okay. I will save. Then for the color of the letter, okay, is gonna be FG, okay, FG will be equal cardinal, oh sorry, first this, okay, it's supposed to be string, okay, cardinal 333, so it's supposed to be will be a black color, okay, perfect. And after this, now we have to place this header so that it can show in our window, okay. So let's say header label dot let's use pack, okay, pack open, let's say pad y will be equal 20, okay, to give a little space from the top, save. Now if I run this guy, boom, now we have it, okay, to do up. So after this, okay, see, this is the one that we are doing and this is the original one, okay. So after that, now let's give some entry for this guy, okay. Let's create some entry and those buttons also. But before that, let's create one frame, okay. So that frame is the one that's gonna will be, okay, that will place this guy, okay, this entry and this bottom also inside of that frame, so that we can separate things accordingly. So for that, let's do something like this, okay. I'm just come here, give a little space, and I will say something like this, okay, frame. So this frame will be equal tk.frame, okay, tk.frame. I'm going to have open, then I will say window, okay, I will place it inside of my window, comma, then say bj will be equal open and close, and let's use the same color, okay, this color that we are using every time, save, okay. Now let's pack the frame, okay, let's say frame dot pack, okay, frame dot pack, then give some pad y will be equal 10, okay. Let's give a little space, save. If I run this guy, boom, the frame is here itself, okay, the frame is here. So let me try to give a different color, like 1 2 3, save. If I run this is there. So when we put some stuff there inside, okay, it will start showing himself. Okay, so now let's create the entry. Let's say task. Okay, task entry will be equal, okay, tk.entry. Okay, tk.entry. Let's open and close, and let's say frame. Okay, let's place it inside the frame, and it's gonna use also some font. Okay, so the font will be this guy itself. Okay, I'll just copy this and I'll come here and I'll paste. So but here let's font. Okay, it will be use this font itself, Grammy, and but this guy okay, this guy, let's use something like this. Okay, and instead of family, let's say font Grammy. Okay, font will be equal these two, they are supposed to be inside. Okay, something like this. Okay, font, and here let's give 14, save. Okay, comma, then after that let's give some background color. Okay, let's say bj will be equal, okay, will be equal white this way, comma, fg is gonna be equal gray color, and let's give a width. Okay, this width will be equal 30, save. And after this, let's say task entry dot, okay, and for this task entry we are gonna use also the pack. Okay, so let's do something like this, dot sorry, not this, dot pack. Okay, open and close, and let's say side will be equal tk dot left. Okay, comma, and let's give some pad x also. Pad x will be equal 10. Okay, equal 10, save. And if I run this, boom, now we have our entry. Okay, so if we check this one and this, okay, let's see, for example, this guy. Okay, this guy, this one, he has like some kind of placeholder. Okay, that the thing that was there. Okay, if I give this, boom, okay, I want to see that thing. Okay, let me show you. So it has some kind of placeholder. See, this guy is saying now write your task. So let's do also this thing. Okay, so that you can show it. So for that we can do something like this. Okay, so in between, okay, I'm just going to give a little space. I'm coming here. Okay, let's say task. Okay, task entry dot insert. Okay, we can do something like this. Insert, open and close, and in position 0, comma. Okay, and it will say something like that. Okay, write your task here, save. If I run this, boom, now we have that placeholder. Okay, as you can see, perfecto. So after that, okay, let's remove that space. Now let's give also let's put some entry, or no, not entries, let's give some button. Okay, to click to add the text. So for that, let's see add button. Okay, add button is gonna be equal tk, okay, dot button, this way. Okay, button, open and close, so it will be inside of the frame also, comma, the test will be equal add, okay, add task, this way, add task, perfect. And after that, okay, let's give also some bj, some background color. Okay, let's say bj will be equal, okay, I'm gonna use these colors here, cardinal, okay, for capital C, capital A, capital F, 50. Okay, save. And for the fj, font color, fj will be equal white. Okay, white. And let's give some height also. Height will be equal 1. And for the width, okay, for the width also it will be equal 10. Okay, no, 10 I think is too much. Let's give 15 because 10 will be small. Okay, let's give 15, comma. And for the font, okay, font is gonna be equal, open and close. Okay, now font equal open and close. Let's use robot, okay, roboto, this way, okay, and in front, comma, let's give 11, okay, for the size. Perfect. So after that, let's say something like this, okay, add bottom dot and pack. Let's use pack also, pack, open and close. And for the side, we will put it in, okay, side will be equal left also, okay, and tk dot left, this way, comma, let's give pad y, okay, pad y will be equal 10 also. I'm going to save this, and if I run this, boom, now we have our add button here, okay, this is the add button and this is the entry. Perfecto. Okay, perfect. So as we can see here, okay, so here we have a list, okay, so where we used to show all the tasks that we have to do. So now the next step, we need to create a list box, okay, where we can insert our task, okay, or better, where we can show our task, okay. For that, let's do something like this, okay. I'm going to come here below, okay. I will create a new frame, okay, but this frame I'm going to call it a task list frame, okay. So I'm just going to copy this old frame, and I come here and boom, I'll place. Now I'm just going to change the name, okay. I'm going to call it as a task, okay, underscore list underscore frame, okay. Let's keep it like that. So let's put it in the window itself, okay, but for the background, let's use a white background, okay. Instead of this, let's say white. I'm going to save this, and from here inside of the pack, okay, let's make some small change, okay. Let's say something like this. See, let's use fill, okay, will be equal, okay, tk dot both side, okay, we want it to be filled from the both side, comma, and let's use expand also, okay, expand will be equal true, okay, because we want it to expand from the both side, left and right, okay. Save. If I run this guy, boom, now we have some change here, okay. As you can see, this is the list box, but if you check this list box, okay, there is kind of scroll bottom, okay. For example, if there is a lot of lists, so we need to scroll it up and down. So to include those guys, okay, we need to do something like this, okay. Let me come here, okay, below the task list frame, let's create a canvas, okay, a canvas, okay, let's call it as a canvas, and this canvas, okay, will be tk dot canvas, tk dot canvas, open and close. So this canvas, we are going to place it inside the task list, okay, task list frame, okay, comma, and let's define also the bj background. So the background of this will be equal white also, okay, white, boom. And now let's show this canvas in our window, okay. Let's say canvas, okay, canvas dot is gonna use pack also. Let's reuse this guy, copy and paste, so it will be canvas. So let's use, okay, give a little space, let's use side also. Side will be equal tk dot, let's use left, okay, comma, fill both side and expand true, okay. If I save this and if I run this guy, boom, the canvas here itself, okay. So after that, let's see, insert the scroll bottom, okay. So in order to insert the scroll, we have to do something like this. See, scroll bar, scroll this way, okay, scroll bar will be equal tk dot scrolled bar, okay. So scroll bar dot scroll bar, open and close. So this scroll bar will be inserted in the task list frame, okay, comma, and let's say oriented, okay, orient will be equal vertical, okay, because we want the vertical scroll bar, vertical, okay, this way. Then after that, let's say comma, let's say canvas, okay, dot, because canvas is where we want it to show, canvas dot view this way, okay, y view, because y represents vertical, okay, then let's come down, and after this, the scroll bar, let's do something like that. Now scroll bar dot pack also, we need to pack it, and let's say side, it will be equal right, okay, tk dot right, this way, right, comma, then fill will be equal tk dot y, okay, capital Y, save. If I run this and I got some error, okay, I think I wrote it bad, very bad. Let me see my error, scroll bar, blah blah blah, canvas dot view, okay, so I get some kind of error here, okay, canvas dot y view, my error is from here, so let me correct this guy. So this canvas dot view, I forget the main thing, which is command, okay, command will be equal canvas dot y view, save. If I run this guy, boom, now is not the error is going, okay, as you can see, this is the scroll bar, okay, if I point this, boom, is showing, point, boom, is showing, okay? So if there is some list, the scroll bar will be showing, okay, perfect. And then, so now we need to configure this scroll bar inside the canvas, okay, so let's say something like that, canvas dot configure, okay, open and close, then let's say y scroll bar, okay, y scroll command will be equal scroll bar, okay, dot set, okay, we are setting this scroll bar inside of our canvas. Then let's say also canvas, okay, canvas inner, sorry, not inner, but inner, will be equal tk dot frame, okay, open and close, let's say canvas comma bj will be equal white, also white, boom. Then in the end, let's say canvas, okay, dot create underscore windows, okay, window, not windows, window will be 0 comma, okay, 0, and after that let's do something like that, okay, comma, and we will say window, okay, window will be equal, sorry, window will be equal canvas. Here I forget to open again, okay, it's supposed to be 2, let me open again and let me close here, okay, so window will be equal canvas inner, okay, canvas inner, this guy, and this canvas inner, let's put the anchor, which is necessary, okay, where the canvas will be showing, okay, sorry, anchor, oh sorry, anchor, and will be equal, okay, let's do something like this and enable, okay, save. If I run this guy, boom, now the canvas is showing permanently, okay, so the thing will be here and it will be showing here the canvas. Perfecto. Perfect. So now we need one more thing, which is canvas inner binder, okay, so now let's say something like this, okay, canvas inner, okay, dot bind will be equal, I'm gonna do this something like this, okay, open and close, so will be configure, okay, configure, and the comma, let's use lambda e dot will be canvas, okay, canvas dot configure, okay, canvas dot configure this way, configure, will be open and close, will be scrolled, okay, scrolled region, and will be equal canvas, this way, okay, canvas dot bb box, sorry, bb box, canvas dot bb box, let's open for all. So we want the canvas to, the scroll bar to work inside of the all canvas, all the areas of the canvas, so let's say all, something like this, and save, okay. If we save this guy and if we run, boom, I got a good error. Let me see where is my error, and it says self dot bind sequence functions in bind, okay, which line is missing what? Ah, okay, I think I did this, I got some error because I wrote the things wrong, okay, I just need to check it, where is my mistake, okay, let me see, canvas, okay, I give canvas, I gave this guy, okay, canvas dot configure, okay, from here is correct, I think it's supposed to be maybe on the top. Let me check it properly. Canvas inner. So if I come here, this guy open and close, comma, Windows comma, and scroll. Yeah, I think my error is from here. Okay, when I open this guy, I forgot to close it. Okay, so let me close this, save. If I run this guy, boom. Okay, now it's working. Perfecto. Boom. So now we have everything that we need. Okay, so now the things that we are gonna do, we are going to create the functions that are going to operate all these stuffs. Okay, so the first function that we are going to do will be the function to add task in our database. Okay, so it's gonna be something like this. So the first function that, as I said, that we need to create is the add task function. Okay, so let's come here below the window geometry. Okay, and let's say something like this. Okay, function to add a task. Okay, function to add a task. Boom. So let's start creating the function. So it will be something like that: def add task, open and close dot, and we are going to do something like this. Okay, so while adding task, okay, so we need that here we will create something like CRUD. Okay, so we'll be adding task and we also editing the task. So in order for that, let's come here on the top of the function. Let's define one global variable that will be editing task ID. Okay, so we need to get the ID of the task. So for that, let's do something like this. Okay, let me comment here. Okay, global function, global variable. Okay, global variable for editing task. Okay, editing global variable for editing task. So this global variable, let's do something like this. Okay, editing. Okay, editing task, editing underscore task underscore ID will be equal in the beginning. Let's say none. Okay, because it can be any task that will be selecting. Okay, so then let's come back here inside of the add task. Let's define also global editing task ID. Okay, the same variable. So let's get it. Let me paste it. Boom, boom. Okay, so after that, let's get a variable called task will be equal. Okay, so the task will be getting them from the entry. Okay, so for that, let's do something like this: editing. Okay, editing task no. So for that, let's do something like that. Okay, let's say task. Okay, task entry dot, we need to get the task from the entry. Okay, dot get. Okay, then let's say dot striped. Okay, stripe, open and close, something like this. Okay, and after this, let's do something like this: if, okay, task and task. Okay, if task and task, and let's put some difference. Okay, is different. Okay, let me give a space so that you can see properly. It's different. Okay, different of right. Okay, write your task here. Okay, so this is that so that we can prevent this guy. Okay, so let me run. This is that so that we can prevent this guy. So let me show you. Okay, so you can see this guy. Okay, so for example, this write your task. Okay, so this is a test. Okay, so this is that we are creating some function that will prevent so this guy cannot be added as a task. Okay, so that's why we are writing that function. Okay, that's why we said if task and the task different of write your task. Okay, let's do something dot. Okay, and it's gonna do something like this. Okay, come inside. Let's say again if task again. Okay, and task. Okay, sorry, now let's do okay, is inside. So now let's do if task. Okay, editing. Okay, editing task ID is not none. Okay, see if it is not empty, so we need to update the task. Okay, we need to update the task. So let's do something like this: update. Okay, update, not update. So let's write some SQL code. So we need to write SQL code for editing the task, okay, or to update the task. So this will be something like that. If, oh sorry, okay, it's inside. So now let's create some SQL commands which can update the task. Okay, so we need to do something like this. Okay, cursor, okay, cursor dot execute, open and close. Let's write update. Okay, update. I wrote it wrong. Okay, update tasks. Okay, update tasks. Set. Okay, what we will set. So we will set the task. Okay, set the task. It's it. Set task will be equal. Okay, we don't know the task. Okay, where id, okay, will be equal, we don't know also the id. Okay, then come here, comma, okay, open and close. What we need, so we need to give the task. Okay, we need to give the task that will be set, and the editing task id, okay, which is the id of the task that we require. Okay, come here and enter. So we are here. So after that, okay, we need to commit and load the tasks. Okay, so let's say con, okay, dot commit, open and close, boom, it committed. So when we update the task, okay, we need to show the task also. So for that we need to create one function that will help us to load the tasks. Okay, so for that let's do something like this. Okay, so I'm going to come out of this function. Let me create another function to load the task. Okay, let's say function to load tasks, from the database. Okay, from the database. Okay, so this function is going to help us to load the tasks from the database. Okay, so let's do something. Def load, open like this, load the tasks. Okay, I wrote it very bad. Okay, load the tasks. Okay, open it and close, come here, dot, and let's say for widget. Okay, for widget in canvas. Okay, in canvas inner. Okay, in canvas inner dot, sorry, dot win. Okay, win info underscore children. So we need to remove everything that will be inside the canvas so that we can show the new informations. Okay, so that's why we are writing this thing. So new children. Okay, children, open and close, something like this. Okay, let's say dot and come here down, then we'll say widget. Okay, widget dot destroy. So we need to remove everything that will be inside of that canvas, and so that we can show new informations from there. Okay, load tasks. Okay, perfect. And after we destroy, okay, let's come a little bit back, then let's execute SQL commands so that we can get all the information from the database. Okay, so for that we'll do something like that. Cursor, okay, cursor dot execute, open and close, and we will say select, okay, everything from tasks. Okay, from tasks, save. So after that let's come down and we'll say tasks will be equal cursor dot fetch all. Okay, fetch, I don't know why, but I think I wrote this thing bad. Okay, fetch, okay, fetch all, open and close, save. So after that let's display the task. Okay, for task, okay, in tasks, for the task that will be inside of this variable. So let's do something like this. Okay, boom, and let's say add tasks. Okay, add underscore tasks. Okay, task underscore item. Okay, item, open and close. Let's say task. So which task that will be here on 0. Okay, on 0, comma, and also tasks, open and close. Then 1. Okay, perfect. So but this is the thing, okay, this add task is a function that we don't have yet. Okay, so for that we need also to create this function that will help us, okay, to add tasks inside of the UI. So it will be something like this. Okay, so you can see this. Okay, so we have like kind of a small box. We have the title of the task, then we have this option also to delete and to edit. Okay, so we need to create this function that will help us to show these things. So this function is done to load the task, but we need these guys, okay, so that it can show up. So for that, let's come here and let's comment here and say something like this. Okay, function to add task to UI. Okay, function to add task to UI. So this function is the one that's going to help us to add each task. Okay, so for that, let's do something like that. Okay, let's create a variable, a frame first. Okay, task underscore frame. This task underscore frame will be equal tk.frame. Okay, open and close. So frame is supposed to be capital, the first letter. Okay, is always capital. Frame, open and close. So here inside we are going to say canvas. Okay, so we'll be inserting all the tasks inside of the canvas. Okay, as the canvas that we create. Okay, comma. So for bj will be equal white, and let's give also some. Okay, bd will be equal 1, comma. Okay, and relief. Okay, for the style. Okay, relief, sorry, not relief is this way, our right. Relief will be tk dot solid this way. Okay, solid, so that it can show this kind of like inside of the box. Okay, it can show that is a solid style. Perfect. So after that, now let's show the frame. Okay, oh, so I did a mistake. Okay, I'm just creating frame and I forget to put this inside of a function. Okay, so after this, let's say def add. Okay, def add task item. This is supposed to be a function. Okay, open and close. Here inside we're gonna need task id. Okay, the task underscore id, comma, and we need also task. Okay, task test. Okay, task underscore test. Okay, and come here dot. So this frame is supposed to be inside of this. Okay, perfect, something like this. So that's why we need those tasks. Okay, so now let's come back here inside of this function, and after we have the frame, so after that let's do task frame. Okay, we need to show it. Okay, task frame dot, oh, not comma, dot pack. Okay, open and close. Let's say fill will be equal, okay, tk dot x. Okay, capital X. Okay, comma, then let's give some pad x also. Pad x will be equal 5, give a little space. Okay, then the pad y also. Okay, pad y will be equal 5 also. Okay, to give a little space in between each task. Okay, something like this. Okay, a little space, and this little space also here from the edge. Okay, if I open this guy a little bit, as you can see, it has like kind of a small space. Okay, in between. This is the pad x, this is the pad y. Okay, between these two tasks. So that's why we use this one. Okay, and now we need to give also canvas. Okay, canvas inner dot update. Okay, we need to update everything. Okay, update underscore. Okay, id let. Okay, let the tasks open and close. Okay, something like this. Then down we need to do something like this also. Okay, canvas dot configure. Sorry, config. We can use configure or config, depend. Okay, let's use config since it's small. Config scroll. Okay, scroll region will be equal canvas. Okay, canvas dot bb box. Oh, sorry, dot bb ox. Open and close, and let's say all the region. Okay, save. Perfect. So now we have to come here inside. Okay, in between those tasks. Sorry, not here, but in between this guy. Come down and you come up. Now from here we need to create every the task name, the label that is going to show the task name, and those options also. Okay, so for that, first let's create a task label. Okay, let's say task underscore label. Okay, task underscore label will be equal tk dot label. Tk dot label will be open. So we have to put this inside of the task frame, this task frame that we just create. Okay, task frame comma, and the test. Okay, test is gonna be equal the task. Okay, task underscore test. Okay, the test that we will pass here, this variable, okay, task underscore test comma. Okay, so we need also the font size. Okay, so the font size for this guy, so let's just copy this guy. No, I think we have some font here. Okay, let's just copy here. Okay, let me copy, and we are here. Okay, I can just paste. Okay, font is will be equal this guy. Okay, but instead of 14, let's increase it to 16. Okay, comma, and for bj let's use equal white. Okay, let's use white color, comma, and for the width, okay, for the width this will be equal 25. Okay, comma, and for fg also, no, fg I think we don't need, let's keep it default one, which is black color. So but we need to give height. Okay, will be equal to, comma, and we need also anchor. Okay, and I think I did. Okay, this guy is supposed to be here, and those guys, okay, this one come out. Okay, this is anchor, so anchor will be, let's put w. Okay, small w, boom, this way, perfect. So now we need to come here. Okay, come down, let's give a little space. So now let's say task label. Okay, task label dot, let's use pack. Okay, pack, which will be open and close. Let's say side will be equal tk dot left. Okay, left, comma, then let's say fill. Okay, fill will be equal tk dot x. Okay, comma, and pad x will be equal 10, comma, and the pad y will be equal 5. Okay, I save this. So after that we need also a button for editing, which is this guy. Okay, we need also this one, and for deleting, and this true. Okay, so now we just remain editing button. Okay, so we got some button here down. Let's just copy it and let's make some change. Okay, I'm going to copy this guy, and I come here, boom, paste, and let's make some change on it. Okay, boom. So instead of add button, let's say edit button. Okay, come here, blah blah blah, edit. Okay, it will be edit underscore button. So, and this edit button will be instead of being this, it's supposed to be in the task frame. Okay, will be in this frame. Okay, so now if you see here, okay, in this our editing button, it doesn't have any test. Okay, so we use some kind of image here. Okay, so for them, this pencil image. So here in my folder, okay, where I'm writing this program, where is it? I think it's this guy. Okay, so here I have two images. Okay, so I have this image for delete, to represent delete, and this also to represent the edition. Okay, if you want to edit something, so you can get some image, two image. Okay, one for delete and one for edit. Okay, and come here. Okay, put it into your script. Okay, so that's why I'm going to come here up. I need to load those guys. Okay, so I'll come here on the top of the window, and I'm going to create two variables so that I can access those image. So I can just come here and no, I think here is too far. Okay, I can put here on the top of editing task. Okay, you you come down, and I can say something like this. Okay, underscore load icons. Okay, so this load icons will be something like this. Okay, edit icon. First I'm going to get one variable called edit icon. Edit icon is gonna be equal photo image. Okay, open and close. So I need to give the file. Okay, will be equal, if I do this, I need the file name. So the file name is this guy. Okay, edit.png will be edit.png. Okay, Then I'm going to come here, dot sample, open and close, let me see, 3, okay, comma 3, okay. This is kind of the size of the image, okay, perfect. So I need to do the same thing for the delete icon, okay. So this will be delete icon. So delete icon will be delete image, okay. Delete image.png. png is the extension of the image, okay, so which is this one, edit and delete, okay. So now I have these two, so there will be the same thing, copy and close. So now will come down here, where is my edit button. So instead of test, I'm going to remove this test, okay, bye bye, and I'm going to give something like image, okay. So instead of text, I'm going to give that image icon, okay. Where is it, by the way, edit button, okay, I was here. So image, okay, so this image will be equal edit icon, okay, edit icon, okay. You come here, then so see, for this button, okay, for the background we are gonna give it like a white color, okay. So you bye bye, for background let's give it white, okay. And after that I don't need those guys, okay, I can delete them up to here. Even font I don't need it. I delete something, okay, yeah, okay, up to here, perfect. So after that I need to give the command, okay, so that when I click the edit button it need to execute any function, okay. So for that I'll just keep it like that for now, for a while, okay. So when we'll be in that part, then we'll create the function and we'll connect it with this edit button, okay, perfect. So I'm going to save it. So after that, okay, I need to place this edit button so that it can show. So edit button will be side instead of left, let's give it right, okay, right, okay. And instead of pad y, let's give pad x. So pad x will be equal, bye bye, will be 5, okay, 5, perfect. So after this edit button, okay, we need also the delete button. So for the delete button, I'm just going to copy all this guy, copy, come down, boom, I will place, instead of edit, I'm going to give it the name as delete, okay, delete button, okay, save. So it will be right, the same thing, okay, just here that is gonna change, okay. Where is it, by the way? Instead of delete edit icon, we are going to give it as a delete icon, RAR, no, delete icon, okay, boom, I save. So this guy also will be the same, nothing is gonna change, okay. So the next one will be a check button, okay. So for the check button we are gonna do something like this, okay. So I'm going to copy the same thing again, okay. So there's check buttons for this guy, okay, so that we can strike it, okay, something like this, okay. Can you see? Yes. So for the check button, I'm going to come here. So I'll call it just check, okay, bye. Let's call it as a check, okay, check box. So for the checkbox, instead of TK button, is gonna come from TTK, okay. You bye. So it's come to TTK dot checkbox, check this way, okay. It's about to rain. check button, and open and close will be in the task rain, okay. So it will be almost the same thing. Nothing is gonna change, okay. So here we'll keep the way that it is also, okay, and save, perfect. So now since we want to add task, okay, let's come back now, since here in the add task function, okay, and let's complete now. So we stop it from if, okay, then after that we commit. So after we add the task, okay, we need to see the task. So we want to see the task. Now let's call this function so that it can show the task, okay. So now let's call this load tasks, okay, so that it can show the functions here inside of add task, okay. Let's call it load task, comma, okay, save. Then the editing task ID, okay, we need to reset it again as none, okay, as none. Boom, save. So if this thing fail, okay, let's say else dot is gonna do something like that, okay, is gonna perform insert operation, okay. So let's say cursor. So this is like if you want to edit it, this one is going to do, will run. If you want to add, we will do this one, okay. This one is going to execute. So let's say cursor dot execute, open and close. Then let's say insert, okay, into tasks, insert into tasks. What we are going to insert? The tasks, okay. Task, give a little space, which is very important. Then let's give the values, okay, values. Which are the values? The values also we don't know, okay. So underscore, okay, and come here after this, give a comma, open and close. Let's give task, okay, and give comma. It's supposed to be a tuple, okay, a tuple or a list. So that's why I add this comma here. If you forget, you might get error, so don't forget to add this comma here, okay, and save. So after this, okay, after this we need to commit also, okay. So just let me copy this guy, I copy it, and let me come here, boom, enter, so that it can give me some little space, and I'll boom, con.commit, and we need also to load the tasks, okay. So we need to load the tasks, just copy this guy, boom, come here. After commit, we need to load also the task. If we insert, if we edit, you need to load the task. If we insert, you need to load the task so that we can see the new things, okay, the new task that was entered, okay, was inserted. So after that, come out of this if else, okay. Now come back here and let's say something like task underscore entry, task underscore entry dot delete, okay. What's going to delete? From the 0, comma, tk dot end, okay. So it's like when you insert a task, okay, you need to clean this field, okay. For example, let me say watching One Piece, check desk, and what I have to do, study, okay, study for exam, study for exam, okay, study for exam, okay. If I add the task, okay, you need to clean this field, so that's why we did this, okay. Task underscore entry dot delete from this beginning up to end, okay, perfect. So if this big if fails, okay, it's gonna do something like that, okay. Else, for example, if you are trying to insert any empty thing, any empty task, for example, like this is empty, if I click, it's going to give me some message like this, okay, please enter a valid task. So for that, we need to do something like this, else, okay, message box, okay, message box dot show, okay, show warming, okay, warming, show warming. What will be the warming? Will be invalid input, okay. And if I come here, comma, what be the message? Please, okay, please what, okay, please enter, okay, please enter a valid task, please enter a valid task, okay, dot, and I'm going to save this, okay. So after that, okay, we need to execute to see if this add task is working or not, because we might get a lot of errors, so then we need to work on these errors, okay. So I save, and if I run, okay, now time to pray. Okay, we start with the first error, okay. So if task editing task ID is not known, okay, so the first error was here itself, okay. Now let's start. If it is showing here, if task editing error line 34, so if it is showing here, so that means maybe the mistakes is above. So this error that we are getting, I think, let me see, if task and the task, okay, this is correct. If task editing, I think this one, this guy is not supposed to be here, okay. We need to check only editing task ID, okay. So let me save this, and if I run, boom, okay, now we have something like this, okay. So let's try to insert any task here, okay, to see what's going to happen, okay. So if I insert any task here, so let me see, having food is a good name, okay. Let's say having food is not a task, but no problem, okay. Having food, because I need food, I think. Okay, if I click here on add task, nothing's gonna working because I forgot to connect this function with that bottom. Okay, so for that, let's connect that function with that bottom. Okay, so we need to come down. Where is the add bottom? Add bottom. So is this guy. Okay, so let's just say here after the frame space, let's say command. Okay, command will be equal add task. Okay, and comma. Okay, now we need to save and let's run again to see what's going to happen. Okay, perfect. So let's save and run. Okay, let's add something here. For example, okay, clean the desk. Okay, cleaning the toilet. Okay, clean the toilet. If I click on add, okay, I got a beautiful error. Perfect. Okay, so now let's check our errors. So what is it? Blah blah blah, operational error, no such table task. Oh, sorry. Yeah, it is because I think I forgot to run this guy. Okay, this guy, because here when I did the commit, I think I forgot to close it. So let me close it. Okay, close. So let's copy this guy and I'm going to close it here down. Okay, near to the window. So I just come here and boom, let me close. Okay, close, open. Okay, boom, I'll do this. It's very important when you open, okay, then you need to close it. So I think not here, I think it's supposed to be below this. Okay, boom, save. And if I run this now, let me again, cleaning toilet and cleaning toilet. Okay, if I click add, boom, again, no such table tasks. Okay, I close. Now let's check again another mistake. It said there is no such table tasks. Okay, insert into tasks. I think it's task the table, no? Oh yeah, the table's name is task, not tasks. I put it in plural. Remove this guy, save. And if I run again, so this part is a kind of no, you have to be patient because there'll be a lot of errors. So let me see now. Cleaning toilet. Okay, if I click, boom, add test, another error again. So let me see where is the error. What is said? Load task. No such table. Again, load tasks. So let's come in the load task, insert the tasks. Is this guy. Boom, remove that S, run again. Let's do the same thing again. And cleaning toilets. Okay, if I click and add, boom, and add again, another one. What is it? Ticket enter for this BJ option. BJ, I gave like kind of option that's not supposed to be there. In which line? On the line 71. Oh, on the checkbox. Check button for here. It's for this guy, for the BJ. Okay, so it doesn't have any BJ. Remove that BJ from the check button. Okay, from here, because we did a lot of copy paste. Okay, save and let me run again. Boom. I hope now it's finished. Let's say cleaning toilet. If I click on add, finally it give like there is this guy cleaning toilet. Okay, this is the icon, but we can see there is kind of mistakes here. Okay, it's not showing properly everything. So what we need to do, we need to check these things properly. Okay, because we come here, it gives us something like, okay, attribute frame object, no attribute update id let task. Okay, did you mean update id let tasks? It's the same thing, no? Okay, let me see. Update id let tasks. id let task. Acha. Okay, let me copy this. I just need to go, where is this guy? Is this one? Update task. Okay, just let me change this name. Save. Okay, save. Now let me close this guy. Okay, let's just run again. If I run, boom, and if I come here, okay, cleaning tasks. Okay, no problem. If I click on add, boom, Okay, oh see, it was adding every time that when it was failing. Okay, so it was like keeping adding stuff. So now we got this. Okay, cleaning toilets, cleaning toilet, many times that I tried. Now cleaning task, the last task that I just add. Okay, so here is also is not showing properly. It's showing like this guy, then it's showing this, and so it's kind of not. Okay, now I think what's the mistake from here. So in the check button we need to remove this icon, this image. Okay, so it's from here we need to remove this image. So image, bye bye, save. If I run again, but see, every time when we run, it's not showing this, it's not showing the task that we have. Okay, for that we need to run the load function. Okay, the function that help us to see the task, so which is this guy. So we need to load it here. Let me copy the load function, and let me come here above the window. Okay, let's say load existing tasks, load existing tasks from database. Okay, boom, I'll copy it here, save, and if I run now, boom, now it's showing the task that we have. Okay, now see, we remove that one from the check button. Now it's just showing this and edit. Okay, so this guy now is connected together. Okay, now which is now working. Okay, and so if we see this, this is the app that we're creating, this is the main app, but on this app, if I click here, that image completely disappear. Also that test, okay, completely disappear. So but here when I click, it stay there, it's not disappearing. So let's try to figure out how we have to do that thing. Okay, so let's come back here. So for that we are going to create two functions that is going to help us to do that. Okay, so one will be on entry click, another one will be on focus out. Okay, so for that we will do it below here. Okay, so let's comment. Okay, function come a little up. Okay, function to handle input behavior. Okay, this way. Boom. So let's create something like that. Def on entry, let's call it on entry click. Okay, every time when I click on the entry box, it's gonna do something like that. Okay, let's put some event. Okay, event, and come here dot, boom. Let's see something like, if task entry, okay, dot get, open and close. Okay, dot not dots, it will be equal. Okay, equal, let's give like this. Okay, equal, write your task here, is gonna do something like this. Okay, dot, boom, is gonna do something like that. Okay, task entry is here, dot, we need to just to clean the things which will be there. Okay, dot delete from the 0, comma, and from tk dot and up to end. Okay, it's gonna delete everything. Boom. So now let's configure again task entry. Okay, dot config. Okay, dot configure will be equal. Okay, let's change the background into black. Okay, let's say fg, not the background, so the letter. Okay, so will be fg will be equal, okay, black, okay, boom. It's like, you know, if we click in this entry, okay, it will delete this thing, and this letter will be color black. Okay, that's what we said. So it will delete if it will equal this. Okay, delete, and boom, show this, save. So another function that we are gonna create, okay, will be like if it's not there. Okay, so for that, let's see something like, I'm going to copy this guy. Okay, I'll just paste it. So that will be on focus out. Okay, on focus underscore out. We need also event. Okay, let's say something, if not, okay, if not task entry dot get. Okay, instead of this, let's say something like remove this, let's say dot stripped. Okay, dot strip will be open and close, is gonna do something like this. Okay, task dot delete. Okay, up to end, then it need to show this guy. Okay, task entry dot insert, okay, dot insert, what's gonna insert, okay, in the 0 position, okay, that test, okay, write your task here, okay, write your task here. Then let's configure again, okay, instead of black it's supposed to be gray, okay, boom, save. So how we are going to handle this? So to handle this, so we need to come here when we create our entry, okay. So after we insert this guy, okay, we need to come here, boom, let's do something like that, okay. Come a little up, task underscore, sorry, underscore entry, task entry dot bind, okay, and let's do something like this, okay, open and close. I used to forget every time. Let's say focus, okay, focus in, okay, focus in, and comma. Every time when we focus in, is gonna give us focus on click, this guy, okay. So let's do another one, copy and paste, bind for the focus out, the move in, just put out, it will be that another one, okay, on focus out, boom, save. If I run this now, let's test, okay, if I click this, boom, see disappear. And for example, if I click here, blah 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 blah, whatever, okay, if I try to click, oh, message box now error, okay. Let me see what he said. Module Tkinter message box has not attribute show warming. Did you mean, oh, I wrote it bad, so this is the correct one. Come here, where is it, blah blah blah, I think it's inside of entry, it's from here, okay. You bye, you come here, boom, save. What's the difference? I didn't see any change. ww, oh, I put 2w, no, show warning, I put warming, I put m here, okay, makes sense. Save. If I run again, okay, let's see if it's here, okay, write your task here. If I click, boom, disappear. If I try to add empty, is so please enter a valid, so perfect, okay, now it's working perfectly. If I click here, whatever I click, see, now the thing is back. Write your task here, but if I click, it will disappear again. So now we just need to make those functions working. When I click here, it needs to strike these guys, okay, and this is for deleting, this is for editing. So for that thing, we need to do something like this, okay. We need to create also functions to handle those things. But first, let's create a function that's going to help us to editing the things, okay. So for that, let's come here below this, below the add function, add items, okay. Let's come here and let's create, okay, function, not create, let's comment as always, okay, function, okay, and to prepare function to prepare a task, let's say this, okay, a task for editing, okay, for editing. So this is going to be something like this, okay. Let's create a function called def prepare is like this, prepare underscore editing, okay, editing, open and close, okay. We need the task ID, which is very important, okay, task ID, comma, and we need also the task test, okay, save. So for that, first let's do something like, okay, let's define the global, okay, the editing ID again, okay, editing task ID, and then let's say editing task ID, come here, editing task ID equal, okay, must be equal task ID, okay, must be equal this task ID. So after that we need to do something like this, okay. Let's say task, okay, task entry dot delete, okay, delete, open and close, 0 comma, oh, it's not Z, that's a 0 comma tk dot end, okay, perfect. So then we need to insert also the task, okay. Let's say task, okay, first we need to clean the entry, then we need to insert the test, okay, inside of entry, so that we can edit that the task. Then let's say task entry dot insert open and close, 0 comma task underscore test, okay, task underscore test, this guy. So this function, okay, let me copy it, okay. So this function we need to connect it with this editing button. Okay, this editing button. We need to come here. Okay, I'm just going to, after the frame, I'll do something like that. Okay, command. Okay, command. So will be equal. So since this function, it need arguments. Okay, so we need to use lambda for that. Okay, so let's say lambda. Okay, lambda dot something like this. Okay, the name of the function, open and close. Okay, open and close. So let's give task id. This is task id here that we have in the function. Okay, this task id, this guy from the function. Okay, let's give it the task id. Okay, comma, and also the task test. Okay, task test, and let's give here. Okay, where is it? Comma here. Okay, save. Okay, and if I run this, okay, to preparing the test. Okay, if I click it, that guy disappears. So if I click, was in cleaning toilet, if I click here, now cleaning toilet is here. So let's, instead of toilet, let's add some ss toilets. And if I click on add, I got some error. So it said no such table tasks. I have the same mistake again. I think it's from the update, so I just need to come here and make that small change. Where is it? It's from the updates. No, I think it's here on the top. Is not this one. I think it's task. Okay, boom, save. And if I run again, okay, it's toilet, right? Okay, let's see. Click on toilets. Okay, instead of s, and if I click on add task, boom, it updated the task, as you can see. Okay, cleaning toilet. If I close this, now it put a lot of s. If I close this guy, and if I run this again, see, it's there. Okay, toilets. So this guy is finished. Okay, now let's do this guy then, and then let's do this one. Okay, so let's do this guy now. So for that guy, we need to create the function that will help us to delete a task. Okay, so we just need to come here. Where is the, this is for editing. So I'm just coming here, boom. Let's say something like that. Okay, function to, okay, function to delete a task. Function to delete a task. Okay, so for the function to delete a task, let's do something like this. Okay, def delete underscore task. Def delete underscore task, open and close. What's gonna be? So it's gonna be task id. We need the task id. Then we need also the task test. Okay, now not task frame, because the tasks are inserted inside the frame. Okay, we need to delete also that frame. So task frame, something like this. Okay, perfect. So after this dot, let's do something like, okay, cursor. We need to write the SQL commands to delete the things. Okay, so to execute the things. Okay, execute, open and close, and we are going to say delete. Okay, delete from, okay, from task where id will be, will be equal, okay, question mark, because we don't know the id. And let's come here, comma, open and close. Let's say task underscore id, the task underscore id, the task id that we will pass. Okay, so then use comma. Don't forget to put this comma. This one is supposed to be tuple or list. Okay, if you give like this, you'll get error. So that's why I use comma to work. Okay, so after this, let's commit. Okay, let's say con. Okay, where is the con? I wrote it with one n or two n. Let me check. Because I'm always making comment, I think with 2n. Okay, con dot commit. Okay, let me just use it. Con dot commit. Where is it? We are here. Okay, con dot commit. Okay, then let's destroy that frame where the task is. Okay, task frame dot destroy. Okay, dot destroy. Now we need to update the Canva. Okay, let's say something like, okay, canvas inner. Let's do something like this. Where is it? Okay, let's do something like this one. Okay, I'm just going to copy it. Okay, and I will paste it down. Okay, boom, something like this, done. Okay, so I'm just going to save and run this guy. So who's going to be, so there are two toilets, so let's delete one of them. Boom, nothing's working because I forgot to connect it. Okay, let me connect first. Let's test. Okay, we have clean toilet. So if I click on delete, is delete, yeah, okay, nothing's gonna work as I said. Okay, so where is the delete? So we have to do the same thing. So just let me copy this. I'm going to copy here, copy, and if I come here, where is the delete button? Delete button is this guy after frame. Just give a little space, paste. Okay, perfect. So instead of preparing, let's send it the delete task function. Okay, bye. Let's say delete. Okay, and delete task is here. Okay, delete task and save. So is the task ID and the task test. Okay, so that's going to get, no, not task test, seen task frame, task no, frame. Okay, save. If I run this guy, so let's delete one of these toilets. Let me see this small one. If I click on delete, boom, it's gone. Okay, a deleted and it updated. So if I close this and if I run again, boom, is not there. Okay, let me delete again this toilet, this guy, boom, is gone. Okay, so now we have this guy is working, now we just need this to stripe the tests. Okay, so for that we need to do something like this. Okay, so below the delete task we can come here and we need just to do something like that. Okay, let's give something like that. Okay, function to toggle, underline for completed tasks. Okay, so it's gonna be something like that. Okay, def toggle underline def toggle underline will be open and close. So it's label, the thing that we are gonna change. Okay, will be a label. So after that, let's do something like current. Okay, we need to get the state of our current font. Okay, so it's current font will be equal label. Okay, dot cget okay, open and close. What we want to get, the font. Okay, font, perfect. So once we get the font, okay, let's say something, if let's do something else. Okay, overstrike. Okay, overstrike in current. Okay, in current underscore font dot, it will do something like that. Okay, new font, let's say new font, let's get a variable called new font will be equal current. Okay, current font, the current font dot replace. Okay, dot replace what we want to replace. Let's do something like that. Okay, give a little space, let's say overstrike, something like this. Okay, so give a little space here and then write overstrike. So overstrike, then after that give a little space, leave comma, and boom, remove. Okay, remove overstrike. So then come down and do something like that. Okay, come out, then say else dot, what it will do something like that. Okay, new font. Okay, new font will be equal current. Okay, current font plus, do this, a little space, then overstrike. Okay, boom, save. Okay, perfect. And come out, then let's say label. Okay, label dot configure. Okay, configure, open and close. What you want to configure? You want to configure the font will be equal the new font. Boom, save. If I run this guy, if I click, I forgot to connect again. Okay, so we always need to connect them. So for that we are going to use lambda again. Okay, so let's come here, after this give a comma, and let's say command. Okay, command will be equal lambda. Okay, lambda dot toggle. Okay, toggle underline open and close. Let's send the task, okay, task underscore label, task underscore label, and boom, save. Okay, because that task underscore label is this one, okay, that we are editing this label. Save. If I run this and if I click this, I got a beautiful error. Let me say name current is not defined. Name current is not defined. Okay, I think it's from here, current. So this guy, I think, is supposed to be current font, not current. This guy is supposed to be current font. So let's see, current font, save and run, and boom. Okay, it's our strike. Then if I remove, boom, as you can see now our app is working perfectly. Okay, so guys, this is the end of the app. Okay, and even me, I'm a little tired. Okay, so if you enjoyed the video, please, or the project, please give a like to the videos, subscribe to the channel, and if you want the full code, I'll put the link where you can get it. Okay, and if you want to support the channel also, please do that. And thank you very much, and see you in the next project. Okay, my name is João. Bye bye.